Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to explore the science of racism. Racism has been a topic of discussion for centuries and has caused significant harm to individuals and communities. But what does science have to say about racism? Before we dive in, remember to subscribe for more great science and philosophy videos. Racism is defined as prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism towards individuals or groups based on their race or ethnicity. Scientists have found that racism is not just a social construct but also has a biological basis. In fact, recent studies suggest that racism is deeply ingrained in the human brain, and it influences how we perceive and interact with people of different races. Researchers have found that the brain processes information about race differently than it does for other categories like gender or age. When we see someone who is a different race, our brains activate the amygdala, which is responsible for our fight or flight response. This is because, in our evolutionary history, people who looked different from us could have been a potential threat to our survival. In fact, lesser evolved brains are unable to fend off the brain's message to be scared of different races. Studies have also shown that exposure to other races at an early age can reduce the fear response and mitigate the effects of racism. In fact, a study conducted by the University of Delaware found that children who were exposed to diverse racial groups in their daily lives showed less implicit bias towards people of other races than children who were not exposed to diversity. Research has also found that empathy plays a crucial role in reducing racial bias. A study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that people who were encouraged to imagine how a member of a different race felt in a given situation showed less racial bias than those who did not engage in empathy exercises. Education and awareness can also play a crucial role in combating racism. By learning about the history and cultural contributions of different racial and ethnic groups, we can develop empathy and appreciation for diversity. Studies have shown that inclusive curriculums that focus on diverse perspectives can reduce prejudice and promote intergroup relations. As we've seen in recent years, social justice movements have played a significant role in bringing issues of racism to the forefront of public discourse. Research has shown that activism can lead to positive social change and promote intergroup relations. A study conducted by the University of California found that social justice campaigns that promote equality and justice can increase empathy and reduce prejudice towards marginalized groups. Anti-racism campaigns, like the Black Lives Matter movement, have been instrumental in pushing for social change and holding individuals and institutions accountable for their actions. These campaigns have highlighted the importance of listening to and uplifting marginalized voices, and have helped to create a more inclusive and equitable society. Thank you for watching today's video on the science of racism. Remember that racism is not just an individual problem, but a systemic issue that requires collective action. Let's continue to work towards a world where everyone is valued and respected regardless of their race or ethnicity.